Alright, now, today is Monday, October 18th, if memory serves. Let's check and see. Who the hell cares? That said, this lady in Australia got tackled for something about COVID-19. Let's see what happened. Australia.
What you're looking at is a daring piece of journalism. You're also looking at an Australian woman who was thrown to the ground and arrested for having the audacity to drink tea on a park bench. Sites like this have become commonplace in Australia, where authoritarian COVID rules have given Australian police
They're doing it in
the
America.
license to exert brutal
My wife was fired after 20 years.
They asked her for her details, she didn't give them. And then what they did was they pulled her to the ground.
You alright?
No, penalty.
You live across the road. You're in your 15Ks.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
So,
This is our area. So we come to exercise almost every day.
Wow.
The police came by to ask for address and name. Before I know it, I'm being told that if I don't consent, then I'm going to be arrested.
Think about what they're saying. Australian police are fining people for traveling more than 5 miles, 15 kilometers, from their home. And this was just a couple across the street from their home. These are rules that would make almost any American freak out. But the people of Australia seem to have been largely accepting these kinds of rules. The man on your screen was a journalist named Yemeni, and he has been gathering video and asking questions and being there for every one of these protests. And some people are beginning to call out these outrageous laws.
We're marching to Washington this weekend coming.
Shocking park moment.
October 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. March to every. We're gonna march to every state capitol, every city center. March to police stations. Just politely march and hold up signs saying, "All of us together are gonna fix this. Not any one team's gonna beat the other. We're in this together. Shot, no shot. Vax, no facts. Black, white, Chinese, red. This is the melting pot. This is insanity. We will stop this or we will lose to it."
What's going on in Australia? What is the mindset among Australians to accept this type of rule?
look, I think Australia is a compliant country. We are a compliant people, and the fact that this Thursday, when we're supposed to get out of our snap 7-day lockdown after 77 days, after 262 days in hard lockdown, it tells the story. This is the most lockdown city in the world, and what you saw there was not a protest. It was somebody literally drinking a cup of tea with her husband on a park bench across the road.
Hey, Avi, you've talked to police. You're right there at these protests. You're right there when these incidences are being enforced. You've talked to the police. I'm so fascinated by this. What is the mindset of the police? Do they all appreciate and embrace this?
That's a white-looking guy talking. The other guy looks like he's like Saudi Arabia, but not really, just to give you a picture.
I couldn't tell you how.
But he sounds like an Aussie, eh?
Certainly embracing it and enjoying the power trip. But you can see in a lot of the videos they don't seem to know the rules.
That's for the blind people.
And as soon as somebody stands up to them, they're not used to it and they back down quite
On the right side, it's a bunch of white cops and a Chinese guy being harassed.
That's the way it kind of happens. But a lot of these citizens and civilians just don't know their rights or don't know the rules as well and don't know how to defend themselves. And to be honest, when the cops don't realise that when there are no cameras on them, they act as...
Well, they got cameras.
There are no laws that they're bound by. I heard that there are a number of cops that choose to take sick days on planned protest days, which seem to be every weekend at the moment. But I couldn't tell you how many. It is scary. I tell you, a year and a half ago, I was standing there back the blue.
They're shooting with rubber bullets too, America. Remember Australia, the Outback, where we all want to go? Everyone's go to the Outback. We're going to eat down there. Go down to the Olgas, or whatever the heck the mountains are. They're shooting with rubber bullets. Yeah. Crocodile Dundee wouldn't stand for that. Why are we?